did it take for you to at least get the slang right
See, day one was like really difficult.
of the script reading session?
Yeah, the conference part,
Okay,
because
yeah.
I was just getting the diction correct, and slowly when we started, I learned my dialogues. I learned what I'm going to say, what my co-star is going to say. So that time I was just getting into the character, and slowly it was easy
Okay.
to slip into the character. And especially the climax part was for me was the toughest part.
I heard the film ends with you. So,
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I know. Nothing more than that.
Oh, interesting.
That was the toughest part for me, and Mohan sir really pushed me, and he pushed my abilities. He brought me out of that shell,
Okay.
and that's how I was able to perform.
What do you mean by shell? What are you too reserved? when you
Not
act?
reserved, but he really got that actor out of
Okay.
me. He pushed my abilities, and he said, "You can do it. It's not that you can't do it, and it's not that you can't play Catherine or Catherine can't play Aishwarya, but sometimes." That some roles are meant for different personalities, and she suited Catherine well, I suited Aishwarya well. So it's not that we can't do each other's roles.
Right.
And that scene was very, very emotional, the end part, and I'm very happy that it came off so well. And Mohan sir himself told me that this movie is those movies where your performance would be appreciated by the audience. So I hope so.
Right. Is that what gravitated you towards the script? Or
The script is what gravitated me towards this film itself, because Mohan sir is an absolutely wonderful narrator.
Yeah.
He narrated the story to me, and not that I've had bad narrations, but even if people were going to give me an outline, I would immediately visualize what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I always go by instinct. So if I think this is going to be good and I can perform really well, yeah, we say okay. But when Mohan sir was narrating the script to me, I was sitting there, and I was just sitting like this, and I was sweating. I was like, "Sir, you got to continue with the second half," because it was more like an interactive session, and I think that's what he also liked, because first thing is he resembled my dad. Okay, so when I opened the door and
that's what sealed the deal.
no, maybe no, but
It was
no.
as if dad is telling her a story.
No, it was nice, because he kind of resembled my dad so much, and I'm just saying this because there was this instant connect. You know what I mean? Like this psychic connection. So when he just walked in, I was like, okay, nice. And he came in, a true gentleman that he is. He walked in, he started. He was like, so shall we start? And I was like, yeah. And he started, and he calls me like this doubt pot. And yeah, you do this, and then it's like multiple doubts popping out, and I don't refrain from asking doubts. So I was asking him a lot of doubts, and then he was giving me a lot of answers, and that kind of glued me to where I was. And I was asking him about this and that, and I think he also liked that. So at the end, when he left, he told me that he spoke to Krishna Prasad sir, the producer, and told him that I want this girl. And I was telling my mom the same thing. I was like, Mom, I need to do this film. So we were like echoing the same answers from two different sides. So there was this instant connect then. So then when I heard that there was going to be a reading session, which was the first for me in any industry, I was feeling very, very good about it, because it is not just like you just come, you perform something, and then you go, but you are performing with a reason there.
Right.
So the filmmaking itself was so professional that I loved every minute of it. I was crying on the last day. I did not want to go back. It was like a kindergarten.
I didn't even realize that the shoot got over. I mean, it was
Everyone
so,
was like, "Man,
we gelled
how-"
so well together.
It was like, how quickly have you guys finished this film?
Right.
Did you guys even shoot anything? I'm like, we did quite a lot.
And sir would tell me, okay, your part is done. I was like, Acha, can you add something more? Can you write a new scene?
And what was narrated was taken, and much more than that. I mean, it was amplified by, I must say, like 10-15 times. It is the power of, it's the magic that was brought out by Mohan sir, the way he extracted
Yeah,
all
the
of us to, you know, like,
performances.
perform. He's got a knack, which I think, you know, I would just love to keep working with him over and over again, because the act in all the actors were brought out in this film. I could very well say that.
Right.
I'm a fan of Nani's. I've been a fan of Nani's, and I've told this before also. Nani is my favorite actor after Kamal Hassan, and
Does he know that?
yeah, of course he knows that. I think I've been
She said that in the audio launch.
yeah, and I've been telling that to him ever since I started working. I always used to be like, he knows that I'm a fan of his.
Okay.
And I've seen all of his films, and it's just that, you know, how an actor can so beautifully emote with being so natural, you know. Subtle acting is the most difficult, I think.